southern leg of the Keystone Pipeline. And I can see our brothers and sisters out in Montana and the Pacific Northwest who are gathering today to figure out how to block those new coal ports out to Asia. And in my mind's eye, I can see other people too. I can see farmers out in Iowa and Illinois and Nebraska standing and looking at fields they've had to plow under this week because there was no water in this heat to grow the crops that they planted. And I can see the farmers in India who are out in heat hotter than this, trying to figure out how to keep their crops alive because they're having the worst, driest monsoon season they've had in many decades. And I can see people all over the world counting their coins to try and figure out how they're going to get enough to eat tonight because the cost of grain has gone up 40% in this world in the last 8 weeks as these droughts have spread. You guys are a big part of a big and beautiful movement around the country and around the world, and it is the movement that is fighting the biggest fight that human beings have ever fought to see whether or not we can keep this planet in shape any longer or not. And it is going to be a close fight and a hard fight. Greenland in this last week has melted like it never has before. We are facing real trouble. But we are really going to fight. Because you know what else I can see in my mind's eye? I can see the CEO of Exxon counting his money. They made last week they announced their quarterly profit. They made $15 billion last quarter. And what we're going to have to tell them, because we have to fight every frack well and every coal port and every oil pipeline, but we also have to go to the heart of this octopus, and we have to fight the real center of the fossil fuel industry. And what we're going to tell them together over the next year is, if you're taking away our planet and you're taking away our future, then we're taking away your money.
Yes!
Because money is the only damn thing that they care about, and that's how we're going to hurt them, and we're going to do some hurting in the year ahead. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks, everybody. Our next speaker is known euphemistically as Frack Man, Mr. Dane Pratsky from Australia. Dane.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm from Queensland, Australia. And unfortunately, your dirty technology that was developed in America has now ended up in our backyard. It's ended up in South Africa's backyard, in New Zealand, all around the world. We are fighting things on a different level in Australia. We're climbing drill rigs. We are blockading roads, and we are taking the power back. Because we the people of Australia and we the people of the world need to take the power back. There's no use waiting for these people here or the same buildings in Australia. We the people need to do it ourselves. I'm from a group called the Lock the Gate Alliance. We have about 300 community groups who have come together under one umbrella called Lock the Gate. We have rallies. We've had 20,000 people out in one day. We get 5,000 one day, 7,000 the next. We are going to stop this, and you are going to help us. If we can't stop this here in America, it's going to destroy the world. It's going to destroy our fresh water supplies, and it's going to destroy our communities. I've just travelled through Colorado, and what I saw was a disgrace. It was criminal. So you people out there have a big job on your hands, and a very important job. So stand up and stop the frack attack!
Thank you, Jane. What gets very little attention is the